everyone, thank you for tuning in. This is your instructor Joy. Let me first play a tune for you. This was a little excerpt from Mozart Concerto. Subscriber is working on high positions while doing string crossings and was wondering how one could do that without touching neck strings. Good question. Thank you all for your support, nice questions, comments, donations, volunteering, and also booking lessons with me. I really appreciate. So when it comes to string crossings, it has to do with adjusting height of our right arm. As you know, for each string, we have to keep like that A, D, and G. So when you do string crossings, it's all about adjusting the height. Now, it also has to do the shape of the bridge, which is this one. So if your bridge tends to be a little flatter, which often a lot of intermediate or student violins as well as beginner violins tend to have rather rounder or flatter shape of bridge. That way the adjustment of the right arm, the height of right arm is not too hard. So a lot of luthiers, a lot of violin makers tend to make that one. But as you know, you can have this bridge reshaped. Just bring, you can have it carved differently, or you can try yourself. Just make sure if you do that, do little by little so that you have always room to adjust. So I like to have a little quite arched, as you can see. It's this part on G and D string, there's quite a bit of strong arch. I like to do that. So that's something that one could try to make the string crossings easier without touching neck string, simply by making your bridge a little more arch shape, a little more round instead of flatter. Another one is there's a different tension of the string, and one has to understand, and so that you can take advantage of it. So using simple bare finger, you can touch the string near the bridge and you could see it barely moves. But if you go closer to the fingerboard, the string moves a lot. Which means string near fingerboard, it's much more flexible, and near the bridge, it's much more rigid. Yeah, and we can play with that. So if you have to do a lot of string crossings, you want to place the bow where the string stays rigid, not so flexible. Therefore, it's not gonna lower your bow, which will end up touching other strings. So simply by placing the bow closer to the bridge, you will have higher chance to have a cleaner string crossings without touching the next string. So, and then do closer to the bridge, like that. Yeah. Last one. In playing in high positions, it's not only hard on your left hand, but also it's hard to know to speak better, because as you know, in the first or lower position, it speaks quite clearly. But when you get higher position, especially the inner string, D and G, also actually, except the E string, so G, D, A string, these three strings, when you go higher positions, the notes get a little mumbled, yeah? A little like it has a mellow sound, but it doesn't speak as bright, but rather a little closed up. In order for the notes in high position to speak better, what we can do is helping with a little bow. So you can do a little accent with your bow. That way it gets a little better bite. So it's a little like martelle. A martelle, you might have heard it. So it's a little accent at the beginning and you release a bow. Like that kind of sound. So on top of that, you could make the note in high positions to speak better. So you can combine that one. Make sure the bridge is nicely arched, and then when you do string crossings, you bring the bow closer to the bridge and then give a little accent on each note to speak better, like, or for example, like something like that, yeah? So I hope this video was helpful. Thank you for watching and hope to see you again. Bye-bye.